Hello Libra, welcome to Larisa Lili's Temperance. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the full moon in Libra, the energies that will be here for you from this full moon to the next full moon. Again, my readings are general. This will serve for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Libra. If you do not resonate, go ahead and look at my other videos for placements, your other placements, to see if there's more information or if they resonate more with you. We'll be focusing on career, personal growth, and love, and just messages that you will need to focus on for the next couple of weeks, or just whenever you come across this reading, since they're timeless. Whenever this reading will resonate at that time also will do, because it's just the way energy works. We definitely had lots of tough energies, so I'm noticing there's a lot of reflection going on. I honestly feel that that's where we'll be at for another couple of weeks, especially after the retrograde post shadows that are pretty much over, but now we're able to really be more clear and really put those thoughts into action, whatever we spent the time to think about. So we're going to first look at what Libra needs to surrender for the month of August in this full moon. So Spirit, please guide me in giving Libra, sorry, I just did the Virgo. Libra, the messages and what they need to surrender for this August. What does Libra need to surrender for August full moon? What does Libra need to surrender? What does Libra need to surrender? Okay, this one wants to come out. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Like I said, there's a lot of reflection going on right now. So Spirit is asking you to surrender to complete healing for this full moon. Open fully to loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So this is about mind, body, and spirit, finding healing within your mind, body, and spirit. Let's see, these are the self-forgiveness oracle here. So I like this oracle. You always feel there's always something to work on in life, and so let's see, what do you need to forgive yourself for this full moon and these energies, since they've been so harsh? What does Libra need to forgive themselves, Spirit? What guidance can you give them? What guidance can you give? Here we go. I forgive myself for shaming another's ability to effortlessly receive from their environment. I choose to believe that when I allow myself to receive without reflexively giving back, I am replenished with the resources I need to give more freely. So it seems like this could possibly be with surrendering to complete healing. Maybe you need to forgive yourself with how you've been with others, for shaming another ability to effortlessly receive from their environment. There's some level of envy here, maybe being jealous of what someone else has accomplished, because, you know, their ability to effortlessly receive, you know, you're always working so hard, Libra, and Libras are really hard workers. I mean, I love Libras. Honestly, they're one of the most balanced signs I know, but they could also be the most critical signs I've known in terms, especially in the work environment. This is not all I do. I'm actually in finance and a manager, and I love using my skills of astrology because it really helps me read into people's personalities. And Libras can be very harsh at work sometimes, I've noticed. And it's because they're so hard on themselves, you know. They're afraid of making mistakes. They're afraid of being wrong. And sometimes they can be very prideful. So maybe releasing that level of envy that maybe someone has accomplished something more easily than you have. And the way to forgive yourself is to choose to believe that when I allow myself to receive without reflexively giving back, I am replenished with the resources I need to give more freely. And this is a lesson a lot of people have to learn, that the more you give, the more the universe gives back. I think trusting the universe is the hardest thing. You know, people have to grow their faith and understand the law of nature and the law of karma. So the energy you put out is the energy you will get back within, you know, to yourself. So I always make sure that in my work environment, I'm being resourceful, that I'm being kind, that I'm being understanding, but also being firm when I need to, but coming from a place of compassion, never from ego. And when you operate in that way, so much is given back to you in terms of your staff, you know, being in alignment with what you want out of the team. And you know, this also comes in your personal life, where if you give, you know, the energy you give out, obviously always with healthy boundaries, because that's the other thing I will always stress, is having healthy boundaries for yourself. When you have healthy boundaries and you give authentically, then you will always, the universe always gives back, because they see your heart and they see how good you are. And it's just the law of nature, you know. For every reaction, what is that saying? For every action there's a reaction. But here is asking you to replenish with the resources, to believe that you can replenish with the resources that you need to give more freely. And then surrender to complete healing, open fully to loving compassion. So maybe coming from a more compassionate place will bring you the resources that you want. So let's keep going here, Libra. We're going to do an energy for career, personal growth, and love. I'm sorry, I also wanted to pull moon energy. So for this full moon, Spirit, let me just pull one more message here for this full moon. Spirit, give me a moon for Libra. What can we give Libra? This is full moon energy for Libra. Here we go. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So we just had this eclipse. So this could be energies or something you've been waiting for from the eclipse energy. Conclusions are within reach. Maybe it has to do with this healing that you're doing, something that really affected you. Let's push this to the back. Whatever affected you, Libra, something really probably hurt your heart, hurt your spirit. it will come to its resolution. So let's look at the energies. Maybe I'll get more information on that, but I'm sure it'll come up in the reading. Spirit, please give me a message for career, personal growth, and love. For Libra, thank you. Message for career, energy. 7th chakra for personal growth. Give me an energy for personal growth. Man holding a heart and love. Blossoming abundance. Virgo got this in the same placement as well. Maybe you have Virgo in your natal chart, so maybe you want to check out Virgo reading. But they got blossoming abundance in the same placement. Adjacent possibilities. So in your career, 7th chakra. You're probably at a place of reevaluating what you want or where you are in your career currently. Maybe there is some level of dissatisfaction because other people get promoted and you don't. You struggle with understanding how they get things so effortlessly, and you feel like you have to work 10 times harder. You know, you're always on. 7th chakra is the crown chakra. It's almost hard to turn off the crown chakra. So you find yourself always on your A game. And this could be exhausting at times. Being 20 steps ahead of everybody, always never making mistakes. So let's see where this goes. But in your personal growth, man holding a heart, this is healing your heart. So I can see where you have to surrender to complete healing. Maybe not holding yourself back in your personal growth. Maybe you are avoiding to face certain pains that you've had, certain heartaches, whether it's within family. You know, man holding a heart, this is a loving, you know, doesn't matter gender, but this is a loving person. This is a person who wears his heart in his sleeve. And Libras are really, really loving people. Like, when they're invested to the people they care about, they are invested. So you are being asked to really nurture yourself and nurture your heart, and take the time to really heal. And in love, blossoming abundance. You know, for Virgo, this really, the energy that came through and the messages that came through was about self-love and really giving back to themselves. And so let's see if this actually resonates with the Virgo energy, where this is about you giving back to yourself, or this could be just in your love life, things are really looking really positive, and you're really in a place where you feel abundant, and at least in that area of your life, you don't lack, that you do have the relationship and family or friends that actually do love you. So let's keep going here. Libra. Let me get some additional message. Why am I having such a hard time saying additional? That word sounds so weird to me right now. This camera keeps falling. I don't know why, and it's annoying the crap out of me. Hold on. Okay, so Spirit, please give me more messages for sign of Libra. what can. Tell me what I need to know for their career, personal growth, and love. Give me what else I need to know, Spirit, for career. And added messages for career. Okay, you've got 2. Sacral and shadow. So this is sacral, has to do with your creative endeavors. I actually just mentioned that. It's a 2, so it's a place of creativity. The sacral chakra, you're in a place of creative endeavors. You probably want to be able to show more of that. Maybe feel limited that you can't really show that in your work environment, which is why you probably see yourself always being upset that other people get ahead and you don't, or always having to be 20 steps ahead. You know, you're always in this creative energy. But the shadow is, you're both sides as a Libra. Libra is usually balanced, so Libra is obviously going to have a balanced shadow and light side, and so you're constantly having to work that out in your work environment, but at the same time you feel like there's some level of unfairness, foundations, and achievement. You know, you feel like you deserve to be recognized for everything you bring to the table in your work environment. Yeah, the power, the lion. You know, you're moving forward. The number 8, the strength, the power here is the strength card in the tarot. So you find yourself always, you know, in your power, but sometimes the pride can be ego. And so that could be where your shadow comes in, where sometimes it can come from an ego place, where if you want more abundance in your life, again, it's that law of nature. And focus that if you just always be in a giving place, the resources will be replenished freely. Finding balance. So Libra, you may have to find balance within yourself for the month of August. All right, I didn't say anything, but okay, here we go. Truth, adding an additional message. Again, truth has to do with the crown chakra. So you're just looking within yourself to really figure out what this balance is. Maybe reevaluate how to approach, right? Passion ignited, reevaluating how to approach your creative endeavors or your creative ideas, where you find a more reciprocating balance in your work environment, more recognition. Let's get an additional message here for man holding heart and the personal growth spirit. Why is this here? Personal growth. An added message for personal growth here for Libra. Wisdom. This came out earlier while I was shuffling. And crown chakra. Wow, crown chakra has been coming out a lot too in the readings. There's a lot of chakra energies. People really are in their thoughts and their roots and their creative energy in this time. So this is healing. really going within. 7 is a spiritual number. So this is really you going within your heart, really reflecting on the things that held you back, maybe emotionally surrendering to complete healing and taking ownership, accountability for it and your heart, and finally closing out this pain. I guess this, yeah, here I knew this was going to come up. Conclusions are within reach. So you're reaching a place where you've reflected a lot on whatever was whatever you needed healing, or whatever was hurting you, any past energies, and really taking those lessons with the wisdom card here. 5 is a change, you know, and you're turning away from the darkness and you're looking towards the light now, where you really are in a place to want to bring your heart back into balance and heal and just move forward. And maybe that's where you get affected here, like you have here in your love life a blossoming abundance. So you're ready to just open back your heart and just stop burdening it with past hurts, past pains, and just looking at the lessons. And that's it. You see how you're looking towards the light because you're not looking back anymore. 5 is change again, right? So this change, you're acknowledging that your heart needs to look forward with this crown chakra as well. You know, in your mind, you've thought about it, you've taken the time to heal, and that's what a lot of people did during this quarantine, is really reflect on what's going on. Yeah, the universe closing these old chapters and these old patterns, you know, moving on to a new transition, close a new chapter. Let's see what we have for love, Spirit. What added messages for love for Libra? What added messages for love for Libra? Obstacles and challenges. So you have another 5. So again, yeah, this kind of feels like the same thing Virgo went through. Maybe you're trying to bring love back into the situation. These obstacles and challenges, we'll look more with the tarot, but there was obviously obstacles and challenges in your love life. Maybe it had to do with these past energies of holding pain, and you're finally realizing that's it, you're done with this change. Remember, this personal growth for me is a bridge to all the other areas of your life. So this career and in love and personal growth to me just overall is everything that needs healing within yourself. And that affects all these, the 2 main important areas of your life. So there is obviously change coming. There's an end to these obstacles, and it could be the healing that you need to do. You know, you're moving forward. Back here is where all that obstacle is. You're going to cross that bridge. You're going to jump. You're going to take that leap and just move forward. Yeah. Again, this came up, I think, I can't remember which sign, Leo or Virgo, but fulfillment of wishes. 9 is a 9, and in tarot it's 9 of Cups or 9 of Pentacles. It doesn't matter, because the 9s are happiness within yourself, fulfilled, you know, emotionally, spiritually, physically. There's just happiness with yourself, being in a place of fulfillment, you know, not lacking. And again, this is what surrendering to complete healing. You're trying to get there. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. You're working towards getting to really fulfilling yourself and finding that place where you have this balance within yourself, you know, career wise. and in your love and just in your overall personal growth, which, you know, it can spill over, like I said, can spill over in other areas of your life. So let's keep going here with the tarot. Spirit, give me a message for Libra for career. What else can we add here for career? Why these harsh issues? What's going on here in career for Libra? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You've worked very hard. You feel like you've planted yourself. You planted all the creative ideas to build yourself in your current career, your job, and you just feel like it's time you get recognition. Like, look at all this you planted and it's growing, and yet there's a level of dissatisfaction in his face. Like, do they not see? How come they don't see? But again, the law of nature, right? Let's see. Let me get additional message here. Let's add a message for career. Spirit, give me one more. Two of Pentacles. Finding balance. Maybe you're exploring your options. Maybe you don't see. You know, you're at a place where, you know what, I've planted all this. Maybe it's time for a change. I have all these creative ideas. And they don't value me. They don't see me for my worth. And that's some level of truth that you're coming towards. But, you know, you're on the fence whether I stay or go. You know, there's this pentacle in the front, and then there's this pentacle in the back. You know, you've planted, you're like, God, I invested so much right now, currently. How do they not see my value? But see, this pentacle is so much lighter in the back. So wherever you go, Libra, you know, you'll be appreciated anyways, because, you know, you'll be valued. So this is obviously something you're going to have to really think about. Let me see what's on the bottom. Yeah, Eight of Wands. It's in your favor if you do decide to make a change, a career change. But this could also be communication and opening and having that open discussion in your work environment. And maybe it can go in your favor. High Priestess, trusting your intuition. You know, Seven of Wands, standing your ground. King of Wands, you know, this is a, look at the lion, right? This is a man who knows how hard he's worked, very passionate about his creative endeavors and what he brings to the table. This is a very confident, passionate man. As goes for the lion, right? And again, we're in Leo energy right now, so it may, you know, the Leo energy may work in your favor with this Eight of Wands, again, month of August. So either direction you take, you stand in your power, and there will be positive movement. So let's look here for a personal growth, Spirit. What message can we give Libra? Personal growth. Two of Wands. This is almost similar to the Wisdom. So this is really taking the time out again with the crown chakra and healing within, taking that decision of moving forward, again looking towards the light, like we were talking, letting go of all these old past wounds and just not looking back. You see this wand is here more on the darker shadow, and then this wand is facing the light. So you're healing your heart. You're bringing this heart into balance and just looking ahead. You know, this is going to be a new, you just want to change. You want to evolve. You're ready to evolve. You don't want to stay stuck on all these old pains and burdens that, again, may be affecting you here. Maybe these pains and burdens hold you back, you know, as well in your work environment, where, you know, it just brings you a certain level of dissatisfaction. And, you know, sometimes, you know, having some level of envy because someone accomplishes something without the same hurt. So there probably are some wounds that really affect you and have you, that mirror back these emotions to you. And they're probably just emotions or wounds that you have to deal with and heal for these situations not to reflect back these negative thoughts that you feel, or negative emotions that get brought up. So let's see what's in love here, Spirit. Give me an additional message, an added message here for blossoming abundance here for love for Libra. What added messages for Libra? For Libra, Spirit, thank you. Okay. The Hermit and the Eight of Swords. Wow. So this is really self-love. The Queen of Wands had appeared here also for the personal growth, and the bottom, I didn't mention it, but now it's appearing here. So the Queen of Wands, she really stands, she's a passionate queen. She stands her ground. She knows how to come out from all the pain, all the suffering, because she knows she has to go within her spirit. You know, the wands again are about your soul. So the Queen of Wands knows how to look deep within her soul, as versus the Queen of Cups. I mean, she's just more intuitive, more into her emotions. Queen of Swords can just balance. She has a certain way of balancing both, but she really focuses on her passions and the things that call to her spiritually. And so you're being asked to go within and take this Queen of Wands energy for your love life, right? Because there is this blossoming abundance that could be ahead, but you're at the Hermit. You're asked to go within with this Eight of Swords. There's just a lot of healing. Again, I think this has to do with the healing, things that hold you back. So all these obstacles and challenges in your love life are holding you back. You know, there are things you have to heal, Libra. And, you know, in order to receive love, you have to love yourself first. And that's the beauty about the Hermit here, where the Hermit really allows you to sit with yourself and really give you the nourishment you want, whether it's, you know, taking yourself to the, you know, out for a walk, watching your favorite movie. This is just really staying by yourself and reflecting on the things that, you know, you've been avoiding. And these times have called for that, because I mean, there really isn't much activity to be done outside. And so now you're being called to really, really sit with yourself and deal with this healing that needs to take place to bring you back to a more compassionate place, and bring this blossoming abundance to you. You know, your obstacles and challenges, this is Eight of Swords. This is all in your head, too much in your thoughts. you circle and circle around with creating the same, it's like the definition of anxiety, right? Doing the same thing and expecting, different results. And at this point, you really need to go within yourself and figure out what can you do different to bring this healing, right? I guess this is where it is. Conclusions are within reach. They're within yourself. If you take the time out to really sit with yourself, conclusions are within reach. And again, it has to do with this personal growth. So you're not looking back. I really feel you're moving forward, Libra. You just have all this tough energy to deal with. And again, back to this fulfillment of wishes, you really are working towards your happiness. This discontent, you're putting it to end. And so it takes a while to integrate these energies. This is not stuff that you can do overnight, but it's facing them. So, all right, Libra. So let's see. I want to see the shadow work. Shadow work Libra needs to work on. This is the shadow work Libra needs to work on here for this August full moon. Okay. Exit strategy and gossip. Remember, these are shadows, okay, guys? So exit strategy, break out of any repetitive cycle of negativity. Consider an exit strategy to end a situation that will help you advance in life and free you from your imaginary shackles. That's what we were talking about. You have to heal it's this circle you've been going with, these repeated patterns, definition of insanity, and you just don't want to repeat the same thing anymore. So Spirit is asking you the shadow sides to work on, and it's to release yourself. Plan yourself an exit strategy, which it does seem like you are here in your personal growth, to heal all this that you've been feeling. Next shadow, gossip. Why is this here? Never gossip about your competition. Duh. You guys, never gossip about your competition or be tempted to take part in gossip. You never know if you'll need them as an ally. Always think before speaking. So be careful shaming another's ability to effortlessly receive from their environment. You're shaming someone else. You have to forgive yourself from that. And not only that, know your allies in your work environment. I feel like, you have worked, but it seems like Spirit is also saying there are allies maybe you need to collaborate with, but seek who you can actually trust. Seek who can bring you that balance, who you could actually have that conversation with, where you're dealing with both your dark and your light, but in a healthy manner. Okay. And bottom of the deck, let's see, you got take pride. You've accomplished so much. Celebrate your achievements, however small they may be. So you recognize that you have worked very hard, and that's what I was saying, you've had to work 10 times more than everybody else. And just when you're whole within yourself, you don't need this validation, Libra. Validation's not necessary. I think people attach themselves to this need to be validated, and validation's not necessary. So take pride, know it within yourself, and trust it within yourself, okay? And we're just gonna do one before we close this reading. We're gonna do just guidance, angel guidance for this full moon, Libra. What is this angel guidance for this full moon? For Libra. Here we go. go outside. This is your guidance. It's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful piece of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. Lighten up. Spirit is just saying lighten up. Take the time out, go for a walk. You know, in this hermit, as I was saying, really enjoy this quiet time to really reflect on yourself and this healing. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal that what you need to know about your situation. Yep, here you go. Conclusions are within reach. Take that time, Libra, with this hermit. Go outside. Really take in the air. Put your feet on the grass. And really work on this healing, you know, that needs to take place. It will spill over in all these other areas in your life, including your work. You obviously are doing very well for yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. You don't need the validation. You know what you've achieved, to be proud of that. And then focus on these other areas within your soul and your heart, and healing yourself. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So this full moon will bring all that, so you'll get some clarity. So that's it for you, Libra. Thank you for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if this reading resonates. It would truly help also with me gaining some momentum in this in the YouTube, since I'm new, not new to the work, but new to YouTube for sure. And I love you, Libra. I look forward to the next readings. Take care and have an amazing day.